The air is cool, getting some. The sun is behind the clouds, but still getting the morning UV rays. Take a moment here to close your eyes. Notice where your shoulders are. Mine were just up here. So I lowered them. Feeling your jaw, tuning into any tender places, and just giving them love. We've got crunchy feeling under my fingertips, especially on my right side. It's always my more tender side. And just sending your breath down to your womb space. You could work along your jaw. It's nice if you have an oil. You don't need one. Work back to your ears. You have lymph nodes behind your ears and down your clavicle or to your clavicle bone right here. Oh, mine is tender. Just the places where, if you're talking a lot, if you're expressing, crying, like all of these muscles are being activated in the jaw and the neck and the chest. And so just giving them some gentle touch and palpation. It's just a nice reminder that they're there supporting you in your expression. And so you're giving that love back. I know my pecs usually are very tender. So I like to spend time there. So it's really just an opportunity to take a few minutes before you jump into your day, before you hop into your meeting, even before you have breakfast, maybe. It's like tuning into the subtleties. I have a draft of a post about what I feel like the fire horse energy is asking of us to tune into our subtleties of our body, go slow to go fast, tuning in so that we can take action and have passion and determination and commitment and discipline. But it's kind of hard to have discipline on your checklist, on your to-do list, when you haven't met yourself first. That's what I find. Like I have a sink full of dishes and I know, and this is why I wanted to hold myself accountable too, is I'm like, maybe some other people could use some reminders. Like, in order for me to get that done, which like that's my top priority for the day, along with other action items. But um in order to get that done, I need to tune into my womb, tune into my throat. I was already having some tears this morning, so I had some release. Um, I find that because I'm currently living alone, but not for much longer. But I find that because I don't have any other companions in my space, that I actually get a lot of connection through reading people's writing, listening to some, you know, audio as well, and then engaging. It's like there's a lot of demonization around social media and, um, don't be on your phone right away because it spikes cortisol, and, like, that may be true, but perhaps the connection that I feel outweighs that, right? So I think it's important to see the nuance in things and to give yourself grace. So I've just naturally, I've just been, you can see massaging my sternocleidomastoid, the SCM. I always get that one. Ooh, I can feel the tingling happening. In the nerves. I can feel it like right here. So I just kind of follow like where I'm feeling sensation, and then I follow that with touch in that area, different types of touch, different amounts of pressure. I always get this one confused. Sternocleidomastoid. I know I can't remember what the other big muscle is there. It's right on the tip of my tongue. But anyways, when we use our own fingertips, we're actually like feeling, we can feel the lymph, we can feel the tendons, we can feel the muscle, we can feel the bones. I mean, if you tune in like in TCM and you're feeling for pulse, like you can feel your blood flow as well. Um, and that's a miracle. It's honestly a miracle that our bodies know what to do. Sometimes we just need a little assistance, whether that's from a conversation, whether that's from a book, nature. I'm looking right here at this plant I just noticed. I can't see it, but it's curling on itself. Yeah, the spirals in nature, right? We mirror what's happening in nature, the spirals of life and our grief. And that's what really inspired me this morning as I was consuming, absorbing, um, this woman who is a grief coach, and I started watching this, video of her presentation that she was sharing. She helps create a more, what should you call it, grief-centered work culture? Ooh, okay. Um, and so that brought some tears because that brought me back to my own grief, right, that we all hold in our bodies, which is why, for me at least, these grounding practices are imperative, for my well-being, my low vibration. Or lemon water. I have been doing lemon water, and I just got gifted a lemon and was like, yeah, bringing that back. So I'm also feeling and also was having tears from from an interaction that I had with a neighbor who I'd never met. So I had some important to my neighbors for many reasons, but um yeah, I'd seen him walking his dog many times, but I'd never had the connection with him. And I just last night wanted to experience the light before the darkness and before the sunset. And so I went to the local park and I got connected, or yeah, I felt told to go to the park. Like I was going to walk the neighborhood, but then I was like, no, for some reason, I got to go to this park. So I went there and ended up connecting with this man in his like 60s, I would say, my dad's age, around that age. And he had his dogs and he was sharing about his dog, who was a little chihuahua, and I could see he was very frightened and was like, yeah, I tried to socialize him, but it's just just accept him for the way he is. And, it made me think of my dog Simmy, and I just felt that grief. And he looked at me and he said, looked me in the eyes. This is what's key is the eye contact. And he said, "You look like you're really missing your dog." And I just started bawling. And he just stayed steady and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "I'm just feeling a lot." And he started to share and get vulnerable. And he said, "I don't know you, but do you want a hug?" And I took that invitation and I got that hug and it was so necessary for me. While I'm a big believer in self-touch, I also am a big believer in receiving touch from other people. So whether that's a partner or it's a friend or loved one or an animal or a neighbor, you know, um, or a massage therapist or body worker. Get it where you can. Sometimes you gotta pay for it. But it's really nice when it's just like that reciprocal experience um and so I'm holding ooh, my feet are cold. I'm holding on to hang on, I gotta put my socks on. I'm holding on to that experience. Like that experience lives in my body, you know, lives in my womb. This is what I mean when I say, oh, my feet are turning purple. Okay. This is what I mean when I say that um, we hold so much in our womb space. Um, so yeah, being able to process that, move it out. Like right now, I'm sending it into the earth and I'm receiving, negative ions and recirculating and activating mitochondria to charge my cells and energize me. I just realized I think there's a filter on here and I don't know how to turn it off, but it sure does look glowy. Looks like there's something angelic happening behind me. Um, yeah, I mean, I also tune into where I feel like, yeah, restriction or tension, in my belly. So I've been doing a lot of belly work, on myself and also have received some as well. Um, Wonderful practitioner, Chine, a Chinese lineage, of body work, belly work. She's in Nevada City and her name's Catherine. And, that opened up a lot for me. This can be really powerful to work with the aligned practitioners, in person or, online. And and so I've been tuning into the subtleties, and she really was suggesting that I work on my small intestine, just like around the navel. So I've been doing that, and things have definitely been flowing, um, just in, bodily flowing, but also emotionally, really, really tapping into, yeah, stuck emotions. So since you want to teach in person, I think that's going to be on the horizon. Mm. I took a yoga teacher training in 2016, I think it was. So a decade ago when I was, how old does that make me? I was I 23? Wow. And I just had graduated college and had worked on a farm for a little internship for the summer. And, oh, the phone's going to die soon. But, I did that training and I taught nervously, oh, so nervously, mosaic yoga, which is no longer mosaic yoga. But It's in Golden Hill. It was